Marrama, the other half of the Digigals.
I'm Jen
Jen
Degenhardt. I'm the other half, the nightmare half. The one who is technologically challenged. But here we go. Okay. Terry, go ahead. You start and I'll move along here.
Okay. So thank you for joining us tonight. We are going to keep this at a minimum 30 minutes, short and sweet, but we'll try to get as much information in and some ideas shared on how to choose the right novel for your classroom. Jen and I are hoping to keep this a continued webinar series, and later in the conclusion of this webinar, we will give you an idea on the topics that we've chosen for the next 3 or 4 sessions. So, and we hope to keep all of them at a 30-minute time, and hoping the last 10 minutes, Jen, for questions and comments and share ideas. And just chat about things if people just want to share what's going on in their classroom, or you have specific questions for us, we're happy to answer those. And I will be taking care of the questions or comments in the chat while Jen gets us started tonight. So yes. Thanks for joining us.
Jen is going to try to do that. So the reason why we chose, oh, here we go. How do I make it go? Oh, here we go.
Just your arrow up and down will be perfect.
I did, up and down arrow. I did left and right. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, so sometimes when talking with teachers at conferences, we found that people are not really sure where to start. And we think that starting with a class novel, as far as novels are concerned, is really the best way to go, because then you're all in this together. And we'll get to that part later on in the webinar series. But the first thing would be is how to choose the right book. And I would say I'm gonna see if I can. No, I don't know how to do this. I hope you're all laughing at me. I hope you're all laughing at me. Listen, I am.
What do you want to do?
Living proof that you can not be good at technology, not be good at speaking, still hold a job, get paid, and not be living on the street. So just helping you to feel better about yourselves this evening. So the first thing I would say about choosing a novel is choose something that you like. Don't worry about what other people say or what other people like, or you should teach this novel because blah, blah, blah. If you don't like it, you can't sell it. I was teaching a novel that I wrote years ago, and it wasn't working out for anybody, not for me, not for the students. I said, put it away. They said, why aren't we going to continue? And I said, because you're not having a good time, and neither am I. So let's just end that misery right there. And I think if you pick the right novel for you first, then you can move on and get them excited about it. And I would say first, to start off, check off these themes that you like. What do you like? It's in one of the worksheets that we created for you tonight. The disciplines, what culture you want to include. If you add that with what and how you like to teach, then you're having a dang good time. You are absolutely having a good time. You're having a better time than if you're being forced to do something. Nobody likes to be forced to do anything, right?
Right.
Why we went into teaching, I have no idea. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not right. Okay, I'm pressing the arrows and it's not working, Terry.
Okay, the down arrow?
Yes, down. Okay, here, ready?
Okay, now try the up arrow.
Yeah, it didn't work either.
Okay, do the side arrow.
No, it's all right. I found my own way, right?
Good job.
You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. So Terry's going to put the link to the worksheets in the chat. Yes, and they might be helpful for you, they may not. And this might be the presentation where you come, because you never know what Jen's going to say. And that's as good a reason as any, I would think, to show up. Okay, hopefully I won't cuss or anything like that. Okay, so first thing, make it personal. Like I was talking about earlier, I mean, it's got to be something that lights you up. Okay, or as my therapist says, well, tell me what blows up your skirt. She doesn't know that I don't wear skirts, but never mind. Pick something that you like and then work from there. Okay. So the these worksheets that we put together for you, I mean, you can take some time right now and jot these things down. Book genres you like to read, okay? And if I would guess, by what my Digigal partner writes, she likes to read a lot of mysteries and or watch mystery programs. Am I close?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for listening. I thought you were like my students and sort of like looking like you were doing something.
I'm multitasking. I'm doing
Okay, that's fantastic. Um, and so if there's something like a historical fiction and it's written in the past tense and you don't think you're not really into that, please don't pick that one. Don't pick that one, right? It's like when you go to the doctor and they say, well, does it hurt when you do this? Well, don't do that, right? Same sort of thing. Okay. These are just some culture topics that we put together. I mean, circle the ones that you like, or for the level that you know, that you think you might want to be teaching, or you might.
Jen, can I jump in just for 1 second?
Absolutely.
Another idea that I actually have done, and I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone, is some of the readers that have culture woven into it, or historical things that have happened that I want to learn about. I've learned so much from teaching a novel that has it in there, and it's amazing. Like now I feel more confident teaching with the novel the second time around, and because I had a good experience with it and I learned so much, I want to keep teaching about it.
Yes, and that doesn't mean you need to be an expert in any
Right,
of
exactly. And I'm no expert.
neither am I on anything. Okay, yet here we are talking at you tonight. I mean, talking with you tonight on Thursday night. So if I were going to pick from here, I would pick geography. That's my favorite, my absolute favorite. Weather a little bit. And maybe I don't know, in politics and economics. I mean, I just happen to like those things. And I only know them on a very surface level. And that's okay, because remember the quantity of information of input that we can give to our students has to be boiled down so that it's intakeable by them. Okay, I'm going to be making up a lot of words tonight in English, probably in Spanish, a couple other languages too. Let's go with me on this. Okay, then I'll pick the themes that you like to teach. Terry, what would you pick?
The themes.
Yeah.
I love history. Oh, we're on themes. That's culture.
Yeah, we did the culture.
Which is, I like identity themes, social relationships.
Yeah.
I do some readers with, of course, I love the mystery stuff. Legends. I like to do things that are woven in with legends and mystery.
How about folks in the if you're actually paying attention and you want to add into the chat what your
Yes, what kind of themes would you like to teach? Or what would you jot down in this area of our worksheet?
And Terry can share with me, because I don't have it on. That would be way too much sensory overload for me to have that as well.
I know Erin typed food for culture that she likes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't love food, right?
Who doesn't love food?
And personal iPad says history. Love history.
Okay. Personal
history.
iPad.
Another one said history. Cheryl said history.
Okay.
Rebecca said history.
Oh, okay, great. Great. And for history, those of you who are picking that for a novel, students are bombarded with, and I hope you will agree with this, students are bombarded with dates and people.
Yes.
And
in their classes and their history classes and English.
And overall, I mean, just making them understand why something happened is I think a much better lesson for them. No offense to our history teachers, or if your spouses are history teachers, or significant others or family members, but all the people are dead. Okay, so yes, it's nice to know that so and so did this, which caused this war. But why is really, let's try to teach history so we don't repeat it. Although, that's not been a very good lesson so far. So, and then pick the language level you like to teach. My favorite is Spanish 1. I love Spanish 1.
You mean the level?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? You moved to level? Yeah, I
I
love
moved. Yeah, I
that
moved. I'm
level
sorry.
because at the level, they're just like sponges and they all want to learn at that level. I feel like they're just all so excited about all the things.
All the things, excited about all the things.
They're
What
not
about
too cool for school yet.
what about everybody else in this? What levels do you like to?
Okay, I like discussion with level 4s. Well, yeah, too, because they can speak more at that level usually, which is nice.
Depends on your 4s.
You're right, Jen. You're right. And then it
I
changes.
have college level 4s, and we're squeaking out 3-word sentences.
Cheryl, I choose short novels that are not more than 50 pages for grades 5 and 6. That's a great idea, Cheryl.
That's a great idea, Cheryl.
Yeah, keeps
Okay,
it
so
simple. I like trying to get them
something.
interested in history behind the scenes. Ooh, I like that.
Say that one again.
I like trying to get them interested in history behind the scenes. Well, can you give an idea of how you do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just curious. Like,
yeah. We may need to make Terry
please
write
do tell.
a tell, or is it or having them interested in history without them knowing they're learning,
Without them knowing they're actually liking it.
learning.
This
Yeah,
book, and it's history based.
yeah, totally. Okay, I'm
Like
gonna.
older history and how people interact and where the language comes from.
Oh, I like it.
Me
I
too.
like
That's
it.
great.
I like it. That would require a lot of research on my part. I don't know if that'd be happening,
Oh,
but
idioms. Yeah, those are fun.
those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Those are fun. Well, if you have completed this worksheet, we're gonna move on. So now you know what you like. Now comes the stuff that I can't stand, is the requirements, right? Oh gosh, have we ruined teaching? Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Yes, tell everybody you know. Okay. So you can't see this on, I can move this somewhere. Let's see if I can move this down here. Oh, look at that. State or district requirements, or state and district requirements, or whatever it is. So or you should know, I never knew. And that's probably why I don't teach in public school anymore, is because I never bought into any of that stuff. I'm such a rebel. What themes do you have to teach? What do you have to present to them? Because there's a whole list of vocabulary that they're supposed to have acquired by, January 2nd of the current calendar year, or whatever it is. You have to cover
Your house and home, wellness,
house and home, wellness, right? Things that
introductions, greetings.
right, exactly. And the culture you have to include, and maybe some of the essential questions. Now, if you're anything like me, you would have to go to the district or the state documents and look this stuff up. Or you could turn and talk to your neighbor in the faculty meeting or the department meeting and say, what are these? Because that's what I did. Okay. And then I never did it anyway. But don't tell anybody that, because I'm supposed to be this, great rule following educator. So if you take the themes and the grammatical structures, the culture, the essential questions, and you're getting an idea in your head, like, okay, well, I might be able to choose this kind of book and this kind of book, but not this kind of book because, it doesn't meet the culture.
And if there is a reader that you absolutely like, you mentioned, Jen, like, dang, I'd have a really good time with this reader. Like, I want to teach this book.
Yeah.
I guarantee you can find most of the themes that you need to find within a lot of the readers. So
yes, you can find a way.
read the book, and any ounce of bits of pieces that cover that theme or that essential vocab or the culture, it works. As long as you can show it, it works.
The other thing too is if you're reading through a book that doesn't hit these things, you can do a compare and contrast.
Yes, supplement
it with the stuff you're supposed to be covering, and add that into what's going on in the novel, which will be the thread and continuing throughout your lesson planning. But but take a little departure and sort of add it in. You know, if you're creative enough, you can do anything. You really can. And it doesn't have to match perfectly every time. I don't think there's a,
No, it doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't.
I don't think anything does.
No, nothing in life, nothing.
But
Nothing.
having this nice template like is so, I don't know, it to me it's calming because you have everything in front of you. It's basically, what do they call it when you
A
break
flow
things
chart.
down and well, it's a flow chart, but you're breaking things into steps rather than having this huge unit plan staring at you. Like it's
Well, it's an idea dump, right? I mean, you want to
yeah,
put the things out there because once we have, okay, what you like and what they want,
yeah. And
and
make it match somehow.
we're gonna have to make a match. Okay. Consider, let me move y'all here. Okay. Consider, oh, there we go. You know, the student's age and maturity. I mean, it might be a perfect book, but the content is just a little bit too advanced for students. I'm finding this, I'm teaching one of my upper level novels that I've written. I'm teaching it this semester, and in Spanish at least, they are not able to really read the nuances in the book. So or they're having different opinions or different takeaways than I had intended, which is fine. But that maybe for the younger students, they need something that's more you know, black and white. Like, this is it. You know, the ball is red. It's red in the book. It's red in the picture, and it's red on the cover. And that's the end of that. You know, we're not going to infer that it's one of those, you know, those balls that changes color if it's in water, or it changes color if it's, you know, if it's in under the sun or whatever. I just totally made all that stuff up right now. I don't even know if those things exist. The language level and the word count. The one person, I don't know who you are, maybe it was but said,
I choose short novels that are not more than 50 pages for grades 5 and 6 because you know your students and when
right.
they're going to check out, right?
Yes, right. And you need to make sure that they're going to be interested. And because you can't read. Oh, with Cheryl. She's got a little thumbs up
Yeah,
thing.
it was Cheryl. Yeah.
Okay. Nice work, Cheryl. Thank you. And you want to make sure that the idea is fresh, because we are not for worse, I think we are not creating a generation of readers, of students who are readers. And so whatever we can do to hook them in. And I think too that when reading in a language other than one's native language, it's sort of like a game. I mean, and it's a
Figure
game
everything out.
that's gone really wrong. I have this one student, you know, bless her heart, if I can take a Southern phrase, bless her heart. I've had her for 4 semesters, and yeah, she and Spanish don't get along at all. And she was reading a story and had a totally different meaning of the story, of the passage, because she messed up one word. So, you know, we need to keep those things in mind when choosing a novel. And that's why you want to do a class novel together first, to teach them how to read.
Yes.
Teach them that while you have to know every word, you need to figure out what the key words are in order to move it along, and about false cognates and all of that stuff. Terry, did you have something? Did I interrupt you? Oh,
No, but I remembered the word from your sheets, the worksheets, scaffolding. It's like scaffolding your ideas. That's the word I wanted.
Scaffolding. Oh, that's great. That's another education buzzword that I don't know anything about. I kind of get it because I picture on the buildings when they're, you know, they have the scaffolding up to build higher and higher, but I guess you can do it the other way as well.
Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to share
Let's
it.
move on. Okay. Here's the magic combo. You're going to think it's really exciting. It's about as exciting as the first 6 slides. Okay. And especially if you've already, if you've already printed out the worksheets, like what am I going to learn from this? So you want to choose the novel. First, you need to read it, and read it more than once. Okay. Or you can write one and then you know what's going on, or not. Like Terry, I don't know, when you teach your novels, I don't have any idea what's going on.
You mean what time of the year?
No, but when you teach your novel, do you remember exactly what happens?
Oh no, I always have to. Well, some of them I've taught many for years now, but otherwise, I always try new novels every year. So no, I have to go back and take notes on things again.
Yeah, and guess who in my class always forgets to do the reading? Yeah, I'm the worst. I am the worst. But I make them remind me, and it all works out. It's fine. It's pretty loosey goosey in there. But um, when you have a novel in front of you, go through these things and pick the essential themes, create your own essential questions, pick the culture that sticks out. Okay. Essential vocabulary. There might be a phrase that's repeated. I'm thinking of Leo a peu, right? How am I
And
doing?
Leo Anton,
Leo
yes,
Anton,
yep.
yeah, he's scared. And it's
Mhm.
throughout the entire book. I mean, that's essential grammatical structure, expression, and vocabulary all throughout the book. So thinking of those things, what you can pre-teach, right?
Yep.
And then when you're going through, also take some notes and annotate your own copy. Okay, oh, here, where this would be a good place for me to show a
A
30-second
video
video
or play a song.
or play a song or just take a break from the reading and show some images. Have
Mhm.
them do talk about what they're seeing. Um, listen to a podcast, even if it's just 10 seconds of it. It's a break from what you're doing. And that way too, you're able to stretch out the novel for longer, not that you want to, but it gives a break for you and for the students, because nobody wants to read every day. Okay, not really. It's different for you all are teaching middle school, elementary school, and high school. I should have done that in elementary school, middle school, and high school, because you see them more often than I do. And I need them to do more work anyway, because it's college or whatever. Or I think they should do more work. Okay, so now we will absolutely take questions from you, not for you. We don't have any questions for you. And also give you the opportunity, if you would like to sign up for a free trial on Digilangua. If you're not familiar with novels, or you want to see what kinds of novels are out there for your level students, here, Terry, you talk about Digilangua. It's kind of like
Okay,
it's your kid.
my brainchild.
Yeah, your brainchild.
So yeah, Jen and I have, for those of you who don't know, all of our novels in 5 languages, Spanish, French, Italian, German, and English, are housed on our website, digilangua.co. And if you visit the website, I can put the link in the chat. You can sign up for, let me make sure I Digilangua. Yeah. You can sign up for a free trial. It's a 1-week free trial. And in the free trial, you can click through, we have filters. So you can click through the language you want for the books to show up, and it'll filter out by level and then by theme. So if you're actually filling out and using these worksheets to figure out a novel you want to teach, you can have them in front of you, and you can look at our list of themes. Jen and I basically put the themes. I teach in New York State, so I put all of our books that kind of align to the New York State Revised World Language Standards. And then we also connected them to the AP themes. So you can check that out, see which ones you like by theme, by level, based on what you teach. And you have access to all the books and all the levels, and you can filter out as you wish and listen to the amazing audio and check out how the site works. It's pretty cool. You can go in, and as the teacher, you can upload up to 180 students.
Here,
And
hold on. I'm sharing my screen. Allow me. I think
oh,
I can do this.
okay.
Okay, all right. But I can't even do this okay. So here we go. This is what the site looks like. And if you click on free trial, you can go in there, but I'm going to go in my account. Hopefully this will work. Oh my God.
Motorcycles. I
Motorcycles.
hate these. I always get
I
them
hate these. I get them wrong too. I get them wrong. Try again. I'm like, oh, I'm not a robot. It's not great. Well, and then you'll be able to see, okay, so by language here, sorry that I didn't think of this sooner, but
Yeah, no, that's good. That's great.
I don't multitask in class either, and it's fine, but it's challenging. By the levels and by the themes. Okay, and if you go through, and we'll just go through, I mean, this obviously, I'm reading these books now with my classes. Whoops. Jen Degenhardt's having a little trouble.
Because it says continue. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Sorry, I get a little. Okay, and in the book, you can see down here is the audio piece, and I'm gonna move y'all again. And this is the brand new feature, which my students love. You can change the speed of the audio. Okay, to
You can
close to
slow it
death,
down or speed up.
close to death to Speedy Gonzalez. Well, it does sound pretty bad.
It's really, really slow. I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
they might need it.
Well, my students do need it, and they do say that the audio is so helpful for them, so helpful. They even, without me prompting, told me that today. Say, oh, it's so great. And next time on the presentation, can we also read the chapter as we're listening to the audio? Great. Yeah. Okay, I think I yapped on for a half hour now.
Yeah, so it's
My
just
free,
about
yeah, my
7.
free meeting is going to end in 10 minutes. Yeah.
So does anyone have any questions about anything as far as choosing the right novel for you, for your class, for our first webinar in this series? You can unmute and share, or you can put it in the chat if you wish.
And while you're thinking of a great question to stump me, if you need more guidance on how to use a novel with your novice level students, and you can take this as a graduate course through Idioma Consulting. Terry, can you put that in the chat too, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
idiomaconsulting.com.
And I have two courses coming up this spring, the novice level novels from April 8th to May 17th. And you get 3 graduate credits. So let's move up that salary schedule, because they should be paying us more and more and more and more and more and more. And I put the right thing. This is wrong. It's not novice level novels. Guess who did a copy and paste and didn't reread? That would be me. It's called social justice, using novels to teach social justice in the Spanish classroom. I do the Spanish, not the French. So once again, this is me backtracking. This is my whole life is backtracking. So I apologize to you. It doesn't mean I don't love you. I do. I actually made a slideshow, which typically I don't even do this for my students. I don't make slideshows. Do they have any questions, Terry?
No.
No, nobody wants to hear it. They're like, we're done with her. We're done with her.
No.
Okay.
So I don't know. Do you want to put a little key in on what we plan on doing next webinar series, or leave it for?
No, it's not a surprise, because we're doing this in order to help you out. Okay. Next webinar will be on February 29th, Leap Day. And we're going to how to plan the novel. We're going to get into more on how to set it up for yourself. So it will be helpful if you if you don't get a free trial, you'll get a free trial then. Or pick a novel, have one chosen for yourself that you think you might want to use, and we'll go through the steps.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea.
Yeah. So pick it, and we'll
Walk you through the steps.
We'll walk you through the steps. Then the next one will be how to front load the vocabulary, and how to pre-teach the stuff you need to do, and activities you can do with the students to get them excited about starting to read, because even students are nervous about this. Wait, I'm going to read. I can hardly say a thing, and I know 5 words. I'm going to read. You sure are, kid. Don't you worry about a thing. And then the following one, so that's going to be, and we'll put this out in some sort of email-y thing, is going to be March 28th. And then on April 25th, we're going to be starting the novel. and giving you some good activities to do while you're teaching the novel, and making sure that you're plugging in those external resources that you find.
And will we get notifications of future webinars now that we attended this webinar? Yes.
Oh, you betcha. But don't worry, we don't spam you, because that would require way too much effort on our part. Okay, so we will just inform you of the good stuff. And absolutely, in fact, I will put them in, I'll put the dates in the email that I send tomorrow with this recording. Which reminds me
That's
that I
great.
gotta stop the recording too. Okay, and then we'll do some post reading. Okay, so this is just bite size. Half an hour is a little more than bite size, but certainly nothing to choke you right now with. But to move into novels, Theresa and I love them because we have lessened our planning. And it's the best thing ever. It's really, I mean, it's huh?
It's revolutionized.
Revolutionized my teaching, and it's liberating. It really is. I mean, it's bringing the art back to teaching a little bit. I mean, yeah, you're gonna still have to go to a PLC, and I'm really sorry about that. And you're still gonna have to fill out these other things and make sure they're meeting benchmark this or blah 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 that. But in between all of that stuff, have a good time. Have a good time. Have a great time. What else do you have here? What else do you have for us?
I think that's it. I don't see any more questions, but
Okay,
we want to
great.
thank everybody for joining our first.
Yes, first in a series.
Yay.
I'm very excited. And I didn't
So,
swear, so there's a bonus. And
yes, you did a great job with the technology.
okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I hope my friend in the background, did he behave?
Yes, he
He
did.
did. Okay, great. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. And I hope it was worthwhile for you. If you have any questions, you can reach us at info@digilangua.net. Okay. And we'll be happy to answer your questions.
Okay.
Okay. Well, have a great
evening.
everyone. Thanks for coming.